Hey guys, Gale Force Online, and the day is here. After 6 long years, we finally got a new episode of Log Horizon. Now, I was really excited for this, and I was actually building up a lot, and I have to say, the episode didn't quite deliver. I don't think really a lot could have. It was Log Horizon as we know it, but I think it was the wrong way to start. Alright, so I'll just quickly explain just what happens to the episode. So in the start, you usually have that scene where it's future clips, so you kind of see what's going to happen next. All we see is that Eins from Honesty is definitely not happy with the round table, and they're definitely building up the destruction of the round table. Like they actually show the guild hall exploding. The season's called Destruction of the Round Table, so they're definitely building up to that. And then we also have a scene with Lanessia and the Count Count Melvis from the end of season 1 when he attacked Akibara in a very weird way. Anyway, so quick update then. Crusty is still on the China server with Konami. They do mention that, and his presence in the roundtable is definitely missed. A lot of people feel that the roundtable sees him as a leader, and without him there, they're not as effective. And then they explain that, well, the roundtable is a collection of people together, so there's not one head at the table, so they should be effective without Krusty there, but they're still not as effective without Krusty, so Krusty is definitely missed. So Eins from Honesty, he's been in charge of working out the fairy rings. So the fairy rings are portals that activate so you can move from one location to another, but they have very odd times. So people would have, in the real world, they would have cheat sheets of saying when the times are, when they can use these portals to get to certain locations, but they don't have these things in the world they're in now. So they kind of have to play it so they summon a pet and then send the pet through the portal and then see where it comes out. Now they're saying that the research on this has hit a dead end, so they're not making a lot of progress on this, although they're spending a lot of money on it. So there's a lot on pressure on Eins to bring forth results, and he's just not able to do it. Also, so we then meet Lanessia's mother. So she comes and visits. So she is the daughter of her grandfather, who's the king. But unfortunately, being a woman, she is not allowed to be the heir, and her husband married into the family, so he is not the heir. That's why we have Lanessia's younger brother as the next heir to the Cohen family. Now, Lanessia's mother is basically brought the news that Lanessia is to be married to the head of the Saigua. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, but their family, and they are the head of state for the Westerlands Empire. So Eastal and the Westerlands have very much been at war, and the Westerlands are very tightly aligned with Plant Huyuden, who is so they're very basically they're like Eastal and Akibara, but there's a lot more influence of Plant Huyuden in the basically in the Westlands Empire. Then we get to the one interesting, they usually have this one plot that's really interesting that they build up through the season, and this one is that 36 people have gone missing. So they've been in the world for about a year now, and these people have just gone missing. They're not sure why. So one theory is that it might be an event similar to Crusty, where Crusty got sent to the China server. The other one is that they've actually returned to the real world. Now, unfortunately, they don't have a way to test if this is true or not, and they're not sure how these people vanished, so they're currently investigating it, and I think that's the mystery that's going to lead us through most of the season. Now, Oshima, he was mentioned briefly. We haven't seen him yet in the anime, and he was the person that Shiro was supposed to meet at the end of season 1. And instead of meeting Oshima, he met with the head of Plant Huyuden. I can't remember her name now. Anyway, so Oshima is also one of these people who've gone missing, so they're trying to find out where these people went and why they have gone missing. Now, then we go back to the round table, and Eins is trying to get support for a project. So basically, he wants to kind of stimulate the economy more and so move away from the traditional ways of making money. He wants to do a massive project like a water refinery or something like that, just to give people jobs so they move away from just slaying monsters to get money. The round table is just saying that they do not have funds to support anything like that, and they kind of debate back and forth on that. Eins then brings up the point of Crusty not being there, and that he was hoping if Crusty was there that he would support the project, and so the others would fall in line. But then they have the debate of, is Crusty really the head of this organization, or are they just the individual people coming together to do the greater good for the city? So Eins is pretty much told that his project cannot go ahead, his plans cannot go ahead. And I have to say, at the start, like before this season came in, I did not like Eins at all, and even through the series. But where he's at right now, I can understand where he's coming from. Like his heart's in a good place. He's not trying to do anything devious. He's just trying to do the best for the people in his guild and for the city of Akihabara. But the way he's going to go about it is not going to sit well with everybody else. So all we know is that Eins has made an alliance with Planet Huiden, and the Westerlands Empire has made Eins the Duke of Akihabara. Now, this is going to lead into the next episode where they're going to talk more about what exactly Eins wants and this massive power play. And because Eins was really in the background, even as a combat guild, it was very much overshadowed by DDD and the Black Sword Knights, and even Sojiro with the West Wind Brigade. He was just kind of in the background for a lot of it, but now he's just done this massive power play, and he's just become a very, very relevant person now. And also mentioned that most of the players, even the younger players, so most of them are over level 50 now. So that was pretty much the goal when they started the round table. After they successfully released the kids from being kidnapped. So you can see everybody's leveled up, and even at level 50, you're pretty much stronger than most of the people of the land. And then, this is an awesome scene where Katsuki just has this "I'll cut you" scene. I'll let you guys watch it. The setup for it is like, it's a pretty lame setup, but you could just see the ferocity in her eyes. It's good. And then, so they're pretty much just going to end off with Eins being the Duke, and that Linessia will marry into the Westerlands Empire family. So you can see that Planet Huiden is very much going to play a big part in the first part of this season. So my overall thoughts, there was not a lot of action. Usually with the first season, you start off with a battle scene. In the second one, it was a little bit slow to the start, but they had some good combat scenes there. And I know that Log Horizon isn't all about the combat, but to start off a season after such a long hiatus with a politics episode, it didn't really sit well. I think they could have drummed up a bit more suspense in what was going to happen. Maybe show a bit more of what the other factions have been up to, so you can see that there is a threat to Akihabara instead of all this speculation. So I do like the politics episodes, but not to start off a season after 6 years. Anyway, guys, I will be covering the episodes as they come out, and I'm definitely excited for coming up next. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. If you like the content I'm putting out, please hit that like and subscribe. If you have any ideas for videos about Log Horizon or anything else that I need to make in the future, please let me know in the comments down below. Take care and be safe. Bye.